Vicky, it's a fun film because it kind of brings back that 70s sci-fi, that kind of, Stanley Kubrick feel to it, very much a thinking movie, It's definitely not laid out for you. You definitely have to think when you watch it, which is nice.
I drew a family, a father, a boy, and a girl, and I drew them, and I imagined them to be like a family of fairies. No fairy tale type of world, and what is this, and how a family of fairies can be thrown into jeopardy by a genius human being. And I like to toss or play around with the idea of a race. How a higher being would see human, how higher beings would perceive how a human thinks, and how a human would defend his kind and his genius against somebody who is from another world.
I think in general, as a Singaporean, this gives the Singapore film industry something to look forward to. It's different, definitely. Some of the effects are cool. The acting, I mean, I play a small part, so I have nothing to do with it, but the whole nature of it, it's not something that you get to see every day.
It was a wonderful collaboration of fantasy, sci-fi, and possibilities. All these questions that we ask but we don't really know the answers to. So there's a lot of that. It's got great music and of course special effects.
Well, I play Gabriel, and Gabriel's kind of a overachiever. He's been doing this since he was a kid. Kind of a nerd, scientific nerd, and Gabriel's kind of confused. He's been working on this project, which is to find these fairies, and it kind of takes over him, and it takes over all he does in his life. So he kind of avoids his girlfriend, his family, everything. Everything is just science to him.
Camera rolling. Rolling.
Take 5.
Action.
So it's karma, is that what you're saying? That you're just part of the karmic cycle? He wants to get these fairies. He wants to find out more about them. His curiosity is driving him wild. So he's kind of a good guy, but gets lost in this work, and it becomes so overpowering that he kind of becomes a little bit of a villain.
Donkey, he's fascinated by the human world. I mean, because he's not human, right? He's like a fairy, techno-fairy, and he wants to know more. But the danger about that is, that the humans will start to discover the techno-fairies in time, and that's an absolute no in a techno-fairy world. This is the first time that I was wearing a mask that I couldn't see through because Donkey's eyes were torchlights, and so that was interesting to do because I got a chance to work as if I was a blind person.
We should watch Vicky because of, number one, I guess the effects from a post-production perspective, effects, okay? Then the dialogue.
The publishers didn't believe me. Neither did the professors at the universities.
The dialogue plays an integral part of the entire film.
And it's kind of your own interpretation. It's how you see life. It's how you view certain aspects of your life. Whether or not curiosity is a good thing or a bad thing. And it's fun. Down to the special effects, the music, the acting, of course. Overall, it's just a very fun film, and it was great to be a part of.